Stop. Every single time you pay taxes, buy groceries, or deposit your paycheck, criminals are laundering $2 trillion through the exact same financial system you use. That's trillion with a T. And here's what should terrify you: you'd never know it was happening right under your nose. This process has a name: money laundering. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how criminals transform dirty cash into untraceable wealth, including a method so clever that even the FBI struggled to crack it. This knowledge could save you from becoming an unwitting participant in financial crime. But why should you care? Because money laundering isn't just some white collar crime that doesn't affect you. It enables drug cartels, human trafficking, and even terrorism. It destabilizes entire economies and corrupts governments. Here's what separates you from the clueless majority. Money laundering always follows the same three-stage playbook: placement, layering, and integration. Once you understand these three stages, you'll see the hidden money trail that investigators spend their careers chasing. Stage one is placement. This is where criminals face their biggest nightmare: getting illegal cash into the financial system without triggering alarms. Think about it. You can't just walk into a bank with a duffel bag full of illegally obtained cash. Or can you? The methods they use are shockingly simple. So they get creative. They break large amounts into smaller deposits across multiple banks. They buy luxury goods with cash. They purchase real estate. They use currency exchanges, anything to get that cash out of their hands and into the system. Stage two is layering, and this is where criminals become virtually untouchable. What you're about to see is why investigators lose sleep at night. The goal? Create so many transactions that tracing the original source becomes a nightmare. The money bounces across continents like a ghost. Picture this: a wire transfer from a company in Panama to one in Cyprus, then to Switzerland, then Singapore. Each company exists only on paper, fake invoices for goods that were never shipped, investments designed to lose money but actually moving millions. Every layer adds another wall between investigators and the truth. Stage three is integration. This is the finish line. The dirty money has been cleaned, and now it re enters the legitimate economy. The criminal can finally enjoy their wealth without suspicion. They invest in legitimate businesses, maybe even your favorite restaurant. They buy real estate, possibly in your neighborhood. They give themselves loans from shell companies and pay them back with clean money. From the outside, it all looks perfectly legal. You could shake hands with a money launderer and never know it. Now forget everything you just learned. Because in the digital age, criminals have developed methods so sophisticated they make everything we just covered look like child's play. And some of these you've probably used yourself without knowing. Cryptocurrency has become the launderer's best friend. Crypto mixers or tumblers blend your coins with thousands of others, erasing the trail completely. In 2022, authorities seized over $3.6 billion from a single crypto laundering operation, the largest financial seizure in US history, and they almost got away with it. Here's a method hiding in plain sight. A criminal in Mexico orders widgets from China. The invoice says $1 million. The actual goods worth 100,000. That $900,000 difference just crossed borders as business expenses. Customs sees paperwork. They see nothing wrong. Genius, right? Cash intensive businesses remain a classic favorite. Casinos, restaurants, car washes, they're perfect for mixing illegal cash with legitimate revenue. Who's going to question if a popular restaurant has a good night? Real estate remains the gold standard for a reason. Anonymous shell companies buying luxury properties with cash. No questions asked. In Miami, New York, and London, up to 30% of high end properties are purchased this way. That penthouse in the skyline, there's a chance it was purchased with laundered criminal proceeds, and it's completely legal. Then there's Hawala, ancient underground banking networks that operate entirely outside the traditional system. Money moves across continents with just a phone call and a trust network built over generations. So, with criminals this sophisticated, is there any hope? Can anyone actually catch them? The answer might surprise you. The global financial system has quietly built an arsenal of detection weapons, and they're catching criminals who thought they were untouchable. Know your customer or KYC requirements force banks to verify exactly who they're dealing with. Where did your money come from? What do you do for a living? These questions aren't just annoying paperwork, they're the first line of defense. But here's where it gets interesting for the good guys. Advanced AI now monitors billions of transactions in real time, hunting for patterns humans would never spot. A deposit here, a transfer there, and suddenly the algorithm sees a picture. These systems have already helped seize billions in criminal assets, and they're getting smarter every day. International bodies like FATF, FinCEN, and Interpol coordinate across borders because money laundering is a global problem that requires a global response. But here's the truth that keeps regulators up at night. Despite billions spent on detection, between 800 billion and $2 trillion still slips through every single year. Let that sink in. That's more than the GDP of most countries vanishing into the shadows annually, and that's only what we can estimate. But here's the twist criminals didn't see coming. The blockchain they thought would hide them? It's actually a permanent record. Blockchain analysts are now tracing transactions that were supposed to be untraceable. Every criminal leaves digital footprints, and investigators are learning to read them. Money laundering isn't going away, but now you know something most people don't. You understand the three stages: placement, layering, integration. You can see the patterns, and that knowledge, it's exactly what investigators use to take down criminal empires. The fight against financial crime needs informed citizens like you. Drop a comment below. Which money laundering method surprised you most? Share this with someone who needs to understand how the system really works. And if you want to go deeper, that crypto laundering story I mentioned, it's even crazier than you think. That video is coming. Remember, in the world of dirty money, knowledge is the ultimate currency.